My name is Tanya Bagor. I'm a proud Aboriginal woman from Mornington Island. My family connections are the Lardil, Wanyi and Gungalita people. I'm currently employed with the Wanyi Joint Venture as a training program coordinator. In 2018, the Wanyi Joint Venture was awarded a contract to provide training services for all Aboriginal communities surrounding Century Mine. One of the primary objectives for the Wanyi Joint Venture and our client, New Century Resources, is to provide training and development opportunities for all of the Gulf communities. Over the years, the Wanyi Joint Venture has implemented or assisted with a number of innovative programs across a variety of industries and age groups, including the Kapani Warrior Program in Nymagee, run by a team of Army veterans, the governance training run by Professor Jack Beatson, the Mornington Island State School Literacy and Numeracy Program and their Traditional Language Program, Normanton State School and Gulf Christian College Traditional Language Program, and Yaguli Tours in Burketown. The films you're about to see provide a more in-depth look at the opportunities the Wanyi
I'm Davin Watson. I am a head stockman at Haken Partial Company. It's pretty much a cattle station south of Mount Isa, and I am studying to become a commercial pilot. At first it was pretty scary. I didn't really get used to it. Flying with the doors off as well. It's quite scary. Most of my family members, the mother and father side, they pretty much done this job, like working out on different stations. And yeah, they've pretty much been like on ground most of the time, and I just wanted to try something different. Being a pilot would be, I think, just a good achievement for me. Well, it looked pretty simple the way others, well, especially the instructors, operated it. Until he gave me the controls, it was pretty difficult, and I started getting frustrated a lot, which is something you don't really do because you just tend to muck up twice as more. After all that frustration and stuff, I started calming down a bit, pretty much kept my cool, and yeah, started actually operating the helicopter pretty well then.
I'm Richard Haken and I'm from Killala Station. I suppose you could say I take care of the day-to-day runnings of the station. Davin, he took a while to get him to start with us actually. His older brother was saying, you know, I've got a younger brother and he should come work here, and we never had any openings for a couple of years, and then we said, righto, we'll give him a go. And he rocked up out there, and we didn't think Davin would last 2 weeks. 8 years later, he's still with us. I think he's, you know, copped a bit of the bug and that sort of stuff, and it's come a long way, and we're so proud to have him as part of the team and the crew. I mean, it's just to get somebody to hang around for 8 years these days is just about unheard of. The need for a helicopter pilot is, the use of a helicopter enables us to cover more ground more efficiently. From simple things like doing a water run to make sure that our stock have all got adequate water, we haven't got any water leaks, to fencing problems, you know, if there's been cattle go through the fence. You know, but the main thing is the mustering. At the time it saves us by using a helicopter to help with the mustering and that sort of stuff, from finding them and putting them together to bring them into the yards. The time it saves there, because it saves a lot of riding. I've done a couple of years there where we didn't have anything in the air, and it was nothing unusual to do better than 200 kilometres a day on a motorbike. Whereas with a helicopter now, we can cover the country far more efficiently and easily. We had the machine there and I was going out for a water, and I said, hey Davin, you want to come for a quick fly? He's sort of a bit hesitant. He goes, oh yeah, right, I'll come. And we're out there flying around, and you know, once we got off the ground and we're just flying along straight and level, he was just, you know, started to smile and relax a little bit. He sort of got up there and he just seemed to thoroughly enjoy it. We just sort of thought over time, look, you know what, Davin's got, you know, he's very intelligent. We thought, well, let's see if he wants to have a go at it. So with the funding for Davin, it took a while to get the wheels off the ground, and we had to make sure that, you know, he was prepared to stick it out. And I sort of explained to him that, you know, the theory's not easy. It's very difficult to get through it, but he's worked really hard over the last 2 years to get all 7 subjects done, and done incredibly well, and we're so proud of him for being able to get through the theory. And you know, the funding that we've received is just, we can't thank them enough for all the help and support. When we looked in other places where we were sort of getting turned back left, right and centre, and to have such a wonderful group of people come on board and agree to help Davin with this has just been instrumental.
I'd like to start my own contracting, maybe somewhere along the track. be pretty good, and yeah, if I could sort of at least help a few Indigenous pilots or non-Indigenous, if they sort of really want to try it, just give it a go. He's mostly sort of doing something different, yeah, where other Indigenous kids can like see it as well and just think that yeah, they can do it as well.
With Davin moving forward, and if he's flying around, he'll be in remote communities, in and out of there, and the local young kids that are going to see Davin and go, oh, hey, how'd you do that? I think that he can be a real aspiration to the young kids around, that what, there is more you can do if you're willing to put in a bit of hard work and go the extra mile like Davin has. I sort of view him as a role model, I suppose you could say, for other Indigenous kids around, or even the elders. Look what he's done. He's worked hard, and he's set out to achieve a goal that he thought probably was a bit far off, back when he first started with us, but he's come full circle. And just, he's such an inspiration, not only to the local kids, but even to me. Like, he's done so well for us and our family. My dad, my mum, my wife and I, we're all so proud of him and what he's been able to achieve, and particularly to stay local. Thank you.